Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So when you get into time-lapse, you will make tons of mistakes. I know it because I made a lot of mistakes when I started. So in today's video I want to talk about 5 mistakes that beginners time-lapse make. Mistake number 1, not checking the weather. Going out and shooting without checking the weather is a huge mistake. Yes, you can get lucky, but knowing what kind of weather you will get helps envisioning what kind of time-lapse you will make. And it avoids losing time because you went out thinking it will be nice and sunny, but when you arrive at the spot, it was raining all day. Mistake number 2, using a cheap tripod. So many times I see beginner time-lapse photographer using a plasticky tripod and complaining that their time-lapse is shaking. Well, the problem is that shitty tripod you go for 20 euros on Amazon. I know a good tripod can be a little bit expensive sometimes, but nowadays you can find decent sturdy tripod at a good price. I will link some of them in the description below, so you can check it out. Also, wind is one of the worst enemy of time-lapse, so having a good tripod will help a lot. Mistake number 3, not using an ND filter. A time-lapse of people or cars during the day shot at a fast shutter speed is not that great because it's choppy and it doesn't look very smooth. I made so many time-lapse like that at the beginning and I didn't really realize for a few years that I could make my time-lapse look so much better just by implementing an ND filter. An ND filter will allow you to use a longer shutter speed and make a smooth movement in the time-lapse. Mistake number 4, be impatient. I don't know how many times at the beginning of my career I stopped a time-lapse too soon because nothing was happening. And a few minutes after I stopped, a rainbow appears. Or I realized that while in post-production that my clip was too short. Patience is your best friend when you shoot in time-lapse, so do not rush it. Mistake number 5. Bad data organization. When you start shooting time-lapse, you will soon realize that time-lapse takes up so much space in your hard drive, and after a few months you might need the second hard drive to store all the raw files and the master video. And something very important is to organize your data, because if you keep going without a good file structure, you will end up with random folders and eventually you won't know where the time-lapse you shot 3 years ago is. What works for me is to structure my file something like this: a year folder, a month folder, a day folder, and name my time-lapse for what they are. I'm also started to use a software called NeoFinder, which is helping me to find all time-lapse in unmounted hard drive, so I know exactly where my stuff is. So I hope this video will help you make less mistake in the future when shooting time-lapse. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao ciao!